Here's the 1992 Ford Tioga Montera Special. I just put a new coat of like a roof sealant on there maybe a couple months ago. This is a little access thing for the plumbing. So we stashed the brown and gray water tube. These tail lights are pretty new, LEDs. Ladder's still pretty sturdy. Some of these screws need to be replaced though. Spare's like 10 years old. It's always been covered. It's probably pretty good. Let's see. Emergency exit window. Those lights, I've got new ones to replace them. I haven't got a chance to do that. This window rolls, it comes up with a little twisty thing. Bathroom window. Gas. The key lock. This is the controls to get into the refrigerator area. This is where you put in water if you're using what do you call it when you're hooking up to a hookup area. I believe this is something to do with the furnace. Maybe that's what that is. We don't use the furnace too often. I think we used it in Big Bear maybe once. Water heaters here. Owning 4000 here. I just changed the oil and cleaned the carb not too long ago because the carb was gunked up. And then this has the access to the cable to plug in for hookups or plug it into the Onan. The windows came tinted, but it looks like some of the tint's coming off on some of them. Not all of them. Some of them got little scratches and stuff on that, but some of it's coming off. These front ones that are really getting pounded by the sun. It's the Tioga Special, which means it's fancy, has fancy rims. Well, back in the day it was the fancy version. All the rims are these painted anodized blue with the chrome little hubcap thingamajigger. This is kind of blown out here, but yeah, typical old vehicle car handle. Let's see, everything else pretty basic. The seat's seen better days. 30 years of sliding in and out messes it all up. I've got an old cushion that I put up here just for the long trips because it saves the butt. Carpets aren't too bad. I mean, they're all old and stained up, but they're still holding it together. They're not torn. Still has the old Fleetwood mats. Oh wait, something here about the manufacturing information. '92 E350. I think it's a 4.7 liter or something like. Oh man, no, 7 liter. 470 cubic inches or something like that. This seat's actually in good shape, this one. And this one's cool because it rotates and it can face the back. It's pretty cool. So you got two people can sit here and hang out and talk to people. I've added this temperature gauge, the transmission. Let's see. Why is that open? That shouldn't be open. But all these latches, they all work and they seal up nicely. There's no fumes, but you can still grab the handle. It's manual cranks for the windows, which is good. Don't have to worry about electronics going out. This door still works, but it's seen better days. It's starting to kind of come apart here. Screen's still in pretty good shape. Locking mechanisms still work. It's got like a standard deadbolt, I guess, from like a house, but it works. Locks up nicely. It's got this cool stuff here. No, it's all manual. Don't have to worry about electric stuff breaking. Quick. Propane tanks here. I guess it's still in pretty good shape. I mean, it's old, but never had any issues, and it's got a nice little gauge on it. And it's off now. Just turn the valve to open it up. I've seen guys even like put adapters here somewhere so they can hook it up to their barbecue. They just, use the tank that's in this big, huge propane tank. It's a pretty good size. It's gonna be at least 10 or 12 gallons. Not sure, but we've only filled it up a few times. Let's go inside. Got this dining table, chair here, window here. We do have an issue with most of the window coverings. This stuff's starting to get pretty old, and some of them are the original shades, but we replaced some with the typical pull down and pop up from Home Depot. This looks like the original one too. In the back we got the replacement ones, and this one has the only one with the blinds, and they still work, but they're getting beat up and old. And this mattress here was the original mattress that was in the back. Right now we have one of those super soft foam ones from Costco, so it's very comfortable. It was actually one we got that didn't straighten out completely, and they gave us another one, so I cut this one to fit in here. Yeah, I mean, if they're a little bit on the firm side, so this makes either one of these beds much more comfortable. That's why we do that. This strip here came off a long time ago, and I think I attempted to glue it back once, and I think it's back here underneath the mattress. I think it's in here, but no, that one looks like it's missing it too. So it's probably over here somewhere. I hope it's still around. You can see they open up pretty well. Keep out all the water. Lights here. Oh, there's no battery. Hope that other thing's in here. I think I see the old strip there. But I hope that window RV book stuff came with the old RV. And tearing there. Door closes good. You lock it here. At my wife. What?
You're getting calls.
Dude, answer it.
I'm not answering it.
Okay.
What are you doing in here?
Making a video. I'm vlogging.
Great.
Stove. Oh, what a mess. I need to clean this up. All 4 burners work. Propane actually works really well. Oven there. We've used this quite a few times. Works good. Bunch of storage stashed down here. Drawers. Storage under the sink. Put on there and cut properly. But I don't know. We don't use that sink because we know it leaks slowly. We just use this one. Do have a chip in the porcelain here. I don't know how that happened. More storage. What's that? What the? Rice-a-roni. Nice. Microwave. It's a pretty nice microwave. It's microwave slash broil or bake type device, which is nice because if you're out of propane, then you can still bake stuff up here in the microwave. One of those up here. Dixie cups. Freezer. Water. Fridge. It works. Good size fridge. Oh, bunch of storage up here. Cups. Your ladder stash here. Ladder hooks into these two little hooks here. This breaks down. Table goes there. The cushions come here. Makes a little bed. More storage up here. We did have some water damage. It messed up the wallpaper and like a thin to the outside. A couple of the screws came loose and like opened up in an area there, and you can totally tell where the roof was just going. Oh, water was going here. It funneled right into that little spot where the hole was. So we bought the wrong cover, and you can see this one's got a thin little crack there, but you know, it's such a small one that rain doesn't really get in here even with it. And then the fan was just so old it just deteriorated. Gary rigged it, but I'm sure you can find that part. There's a couple little dings from us storing stuff in here that should be patched up. Just probably some epoxy. We got the sink. Sink looks good. Water pump I replaced maybe 2-3 years ago. The other one, old one, finally died on us. More storage. This is like the full-on electrical breakers and all that good stuff. Never had big, huge storage here. This guy came loose and drove me nuts, so I just sealed him up really good. I think this one opens up. Oh yeah, more storage. And what the heck are these? Not sure what that is. Some kind of water valves or something. Oh, look at that. I never even knew that was there. Funny. Some kind of water hookup. And then you can see the tank too. The freshwater tank was down here. Pretty good size one, and we usually never run out. When the batteries are active, all these work, and it tells you how much is in the holding tank. Oh, this is fresh water, and then this would be brown water, water from the sinks, and this would be water from the toilet, sinks and shower, and the toilet. Battery condition will show you that too. Everything kind of comes up here, all your readings. Generator 121 hours. And there's the air conditioner. So that the original one didn't work when we bought it because the guy lived pretty close to the beach, and I think the salt water just kind of messed it up. And it didn't work anymore. So I found this one. It's by Coleman. I got a good deal on it. Put it in myself. Pretty easy to do actually. This one has a heater too, so that's kind of cool. So when you go to plug in, you can use the heater from this, and it works pretty well. It heats up the whole place instead of using, you can use this and like one of those little, the little electric heaters. Like you can use a combination of both of them, and you'll get really heated up pretty good, and you won't be using your propane because a little shelf in there that the previous owner probably put in. And it's got some like leveling wood pieces in there, which kind of work really well. They fit together nicely for more storage. Jack in there. Actually, those are, I think,